Ever seen a man who can control over 100,000 bees, or a woman who feels literally no pain, whether she has a headache or is giving birth to her baby? In this video, let's know about people with superhuman abilities. Number 8. The man who runs like he's escaping the Matrix. Running a marathon is already insane, but what if I told you there's a guy who treats them like a warm-up? Meet Giannis Kouros, the man who runs ultra marathons like it's nothing. In his very first ultra race, he destroyed expectations by finishing 6 hours faster than anyone predicted, and he didn't stop there. He later ran over 643 miles in just 6 days. That's like running from New York to Chicago in less than a week. He says he takes over his body with his mind and simply tells himself not to get tired. Imagine being able to ignore exhaustion like that. Number 7. Carrying a 2,400-pound shrine on your shoulders. Some people hit the gym, others carry a whole shrine on their backs. In Japan, Mikoshi bearers carry massive Shinto shrines on their shoulders during religious festivals. These things can weigh over 2,400 pounds, as much as a small car. Over time, these bearers develop huge calluses on their shoulders, known as Mikoshi dako, as a mark of their dedication. And this isn't just in Japan. Similar traditions exist in Italy, where men carry 80-foot-tall obelisks on their backs. Number 6. A man who lived without food or water for 70 years. Skipping one meal makes most people insane, but Prahlad Jani, an Indian monk, claimed to have gone over 70 years without food or water. That's literally impossible, right? Doctors studied him twice, keeping him under strict observation, and both times he didn't eat, drink, or use the bathroom for 15 days straight. His body somehow functioned normally, and his hunger-regulating hormones were completely different from any normal human. Number 5. The man who blew up a car with his breath. We all know someone who talks a little too much, but Brian Jackson takes a big mouth to a whole new level. This guy has superhuman lung power, so strong that he blew up a hot water bottle with his breath until it exploded. And that's not even his wildest feat. In 2014, he lifted a 3,640-pound car off the ground using nothing but air pressure from his lungs. Basically, if he blows you a kiss, you might just get knocked over. Number 4. The man who hasn't slept in over 60 years. Most of us love a good nap, but Ngoc Thai from Vietnam claims he hasn't slept since 1962. That's over 60 years without sleep. Doctors say that not sleeping for days can cause hallucinations, but Ngoc seems perfectly fine. He just spends his nights farming, making rice wine, and living a totally normal life. Scientists think he might be experiencing microsleep, where his brain rests in tiny bursts without him noticing. Either way, he might just be the world's most productive insomniac. Number 3. The human wrecking ball with an indestructible skull. Have you ever walked into a door and felt like you got hit by a truck? John Ferraro doesn't have that problem because his skull is 2.3 times thicker than a normal human's. This guy has set records for breaking 45 concrete slabs over his head, and he once hammered a nail into wood using only his forehead. Scientists say his skull acts like a built-in helmet, making him virtually indestructible. Number 2. The woman who feels no pain ever. Imagine living life without ever feeling pain. That's reality for Joe Cameron, a woman born with a rare genetic mutation that makes her completely immune to pain. She doesn't get headaches, doesn't feel injuries, and even gave birth without experiencing pain. But that's not all. She also doesn't feel anxiety, fear, or stress. Scientists believe her mutation could unlock new pain treatments in the future. Number 1. The man who controlled bees. Like a real-life supervillain. Ever wished you could control animals with your mind? Well, Professor Norman Gary has mastered bee bending. Yes, bees. This guy can cover himself in over 100,000 bees without getting stung, and he has trained swarms to follow him wherever he goes. He does this by using a mix of pheromones and special sugar solutions that make the bees see him as their leader. Basically, he is one step away from being a real-life supervillain. Here's a quick question. Which of these superhuman abilities would you like to have?